starting a YouTube channel in the big 2026, mainly just to see what happens, but also just in case I get famous. We'll see. But I do have a history of doing YouTube. When I was younger, we was doing cut commentaries, not in 2020, not in 2017, no, back in 2014. We were actually on the ground floor of that stuff, but I'll talk more about that in the future. For now, we're just gonna talk about why I wanna do it now. I have a few opinions and a few video ideas I've wanted to do for a while, and nobody's ever really done them, so I feel like if I want to see them done, I'm gonna have to do it myself. I don't plan on doing a bunch of heavy editing. I think that's kind of corny. I feel like there's better things you can do, like set your phone up on a tripod and use your old Blue Yeti from 2015. I think the problem is too, there's a lot of podcasters with nothing really to say. There's a few that I really like, but it really gets to that point where they're talking about like, oh, you don't like celery? Nah, man, I only like celery with peanut butter. You don't like pizza? And it's just like the most co-worker conversations I've ever heard in my entire life. I do believe there's a lot of YouTubers and I guess streamers now that are very like, you know, their fate was supposed to be at McDonald's. But because YouTube is a thing now, they can trick people into thinking they're interesting and they know things when it's very surface level and mundane. I should say my battle plan is we're gonna do this channel for a year. So if you like Music is Kill, if you like me, my name is Sky, if you like any of this, we can build off of that. I should say a few things about myself. I am a musician. I am a drummer. You know, I don't like putting labels on it, truthfully, because I'm not good enough to call myself a musician or a drummer. I was a hip-hop producer. I've made a few rap albums, a few instrumental albums. I've kind of steered more towards metal as I get older, as well as jazz. But I've always liked jazz, but the music I would like to make for now is metal. Definitely can see myself going in the jazz direction as time progresses. This is just like a natural evolution of what you want to do on the drums, I believe, because the way they play versus the metal guys is so beautifully done. You know, it's so much, it's improv, but to the umpteenth degree, where you can throw in some random shit in the metal show, but when samba guys do it, when jazz dudes do it, when they're comping, they are comping. You know what I mean? Like they are just going with it, and there's something beautiful about that. I think you can't see it, but my Defeat of Sanity flags are right here. Lil Gruber is one of my favorite drummers right now. I can make a whole video about my favorite drummers, but my kids are right here. I got two kids. You can only see one's behind. I'm sure they're gonna be in a lot of videos, so get used to these folks here, because they get very, especially when I start talking for some reason in my room, they get very, this one especially, Baby Wah gets very, he wants to be, what's going on, what are we doing in here? His little brother, he just jacks his bed and just sits there, so you might not see him, but he's always usually right here. Anyways, what I plan to do on this channel, music stuff. I would like to talk about music hot takes, dude, and you know, talk about the scene. How's the scene? What's the state of the scene, man? It's in shambles. Talk about music I like, talk about music I don't like, talk about things I like, such as wrestling, and things I don't like, such as wrestling. Get a feel for who I am and what I like again. When I was a kid, like, it was much easier to just hop on Call of Duty, do a cut com about whatever political thing was happening. I just don't think that's gonna be me. Matter of fact, as time progresses and if I get more subscriber count, I'll dive more into why that isn't me and the people I've met along the way in my YouTube career, in my YouTube history. Because I've actually, well, you would be surprised, I'm kind of a YouTube OG. I kind of come across some people you may all know. And I have stories that have never been shared before to the public. So, with videos to prove it as well. So, you know, I think it would be interesting. I just don't want to do it now because I don't want that to be the base of the channel. I think that's stupid. And I'm also not trying to like clout chase that way. I would rather just people like what I naturally got to say. agree or disagree. And then if I get, you know, people enough, if their interest is peaked enough, then we'll go from there. That's the plan, man. Music, wrestling, anime, movies. I love horror movies. You see my Demoni. How do I do this again? Oh yeah, my Demoni picture. So I think we'll go from there. I'm gonna do a couple videos today. I'm planning on doing 3 videos a week. If that seems interesting to you, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Don't forget to turn on the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.